Heyo everybody, Haku here with a quick Tower of God discussion video on which character I miss the most in Tower of God, and I say quick, but I mean, like I'm expecting like a couple minutes, but you know me when I get to talking about things, like who knows how long it can end up. But this is based on a prompt and video from Nya D Hemmingz. Of course, go check him out, and he tagged me and a bunch of other Tower of God creators, and I'm just gonna go ahead and probably link his original video and all of the other people that he tagged in the comments. I'll probably pin a comment with links to all of them, just so you can go check all of them out whenever they do make their video on this topic. And I'm actually going to follow this video up and do the same thing with my own video, and I'll probably just tag all the same people that he tagged, and just, you know, keep this going, give back a little bit with what little I can. But yeah, I'll fire back with my own topic in a video after this. I'll post both of these videos back to back, and then I have a Tower of God review coming tomorrow. But yeah, just wanted to say go check out all of their stuff. And also, if any of you out there are watching and you weren't tagged in this or whatever I do after this, but you also make Tower of God videos, go ahead and make your own video and share it too, and make sure to link me or whatever, and I'll share your stuff too. As I always say in like basically all of my reactions every week, go watch everybody else's stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be talking off the top of my head for the most part. I really don't have any notes for this, but I just have like a few names that I wrote down at the like foot of my review notes, because I was taking review notes when I saw the tweet from Nya. So yeah, just some quick honorable mentions, because there are tons of names that came to my head that like I was like, I do miss these characters, but they're not like the one, you know, they're not my answer to this. But yeah, actually, and before I get to getting into my one, I want to say, because Josiah Berger, hopefully I'm not pronouncing your name wrong, replied to the tweet, and he's somebody that's commented on like all of our videos for years and years, that he could probably guess what a lot of our choices are going to be. And so that made me think, in the comments, before you get to the part where I talk about it, I would love to see how many people could actually predict it, because I don't think my answer is very predictable. Comment down there, tell me what your prediction is before I get to it, because I'd be really interested to see what people think I would answer for this. Like for me, I think Dr. Bonehead, unless he's gonna like throw a curveball or something, he's probably just gonna say Yiwa. It's difficult to know for Sun Wu. It could be Yurik, it could be Ron. Milios is like a real wild card in this. I have no idea what he would choose. I don't think I know the Otaku Fix or Ryzen well enough to guess what theirs would be. So hopefully I'm not forgetting anybody there. But yeah, go ahead and give me your prediction for what you think I'll answer for this. But some names I wrote down. I wrote down Boro and Sachi. I mean, yeah, honorable mention. I'd like to see them again, but I'm not really in any rush for that. Paul Lamau I wrote down. Like, where has Paul been? In all of this Baylord brother stuff, why has he just been missing? Where has he been? Team Tang Soo Yuk, I feel like we'll see them eventually anyway. Daniel, it'd be neat if we saw him again. Joaquin or Albelda, don't really need to see them right now, but at some point in the future it'd be nice. Rachel and Yura, for those of you that read ahead, I feel like we're probably going to see them soon since Gastang showed up. There's a good chance, at least, so some of you that read ahead might know more than I do on that front, so I didn't choose them. The entire Jaja, Ron, Dan, Novik, Beta, that team, I like them. Be nice to see them. I wrote down Kaiser because I miss when Elaine was cool. Hanul Kang or Hana Yu, Akraptor's daughter, it'd be neat to see again. Ari Brightcharon or Death Lady, because in the nest we've seen like none of Ari Brightcharon or Death Lady. But when it comes to my actual answer, there were three that I had a really tough time choosing between. One of those three was Hong Chunhwa. I really thought about choosing him just because I feel like of the three, that'd be my biggest reaction, because I'd be the most surprised if Hong Chunhwa came back. Because I am stupidly invested in the Seven Sacred Sword stuff. So that's one that I thought of. Another that I thought of is Leroro. I really was almost going to make Leroro my answer for this, but I feel like we're going to see him anyway when we get into the Wallhawk Song stuff. And I feel like right now, at the moment we are in the story, I don't really need to see him again. So that brings me to my answer, the character that I miss the most in Tower of God. It is Black March. I chose Black March because not only have we not seen Black March in a while, like all of season 3, but it's also a situation where when I thought about Hong Chunhwa, it's like, would I have a big reaction because I'd be surprised if we saw him again? Yeah, but if we never saw him again, I'm kind of already kind of expecting us to not see him again. So it wouldn't really hurt me that much, but I feel like it would just be a real disservice if we never saw Black March again. So Bomb kind of absorbed Black March, maybe. I feel like that's what we're all assuming, is that she's still inside of him somewhere. So I don't know, it's just kind of a bummer. It's like, oh neat, Bomb gets Black March back at Last Station. This is like a reunion, the first time they're back together since the very beginning of the series. Black March was there at the very, very beginning of the series. But then, since Bomb got Black March back, we haven't even seen him using the weapon form of Black March. We haven't seen Black March's spirit at all. I don't know, it's just kind of a bummer to me that if Black March is with Bomb now, we haven't seen her at all. I mean, it goes for any of the powers inside of Bomb that I'd love for them to get some actual more development. I feel like at least with Leviathan, we're getting some kind of personality there recently. But yeah, I want to see Black March again. I really miss Black March the most, just because I think that Siu could be doing things with Black March as a character right now, and could have been throughout season 3 if he wanted to. But really, Black March is just kind of sidelined inside of Bomb, I guess. Bomb hasn't really been using the Black March power, though, so it kind of becomes questionable. Like, are we going to see that somehow Yuri got Black March back before she went away or whatever? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the situation is with Black March, and I feel like that's why I miss Black March the most, because I feel like we have the most that we need to learn there. Plus, we've got to get 13-month backstory. We know that the 13 months are ignition weapons, and ignition weapons have to have a spirit within them. The 7 sacred swords that I missed earlier have the spirit of the monster that was split into 7 pieces sealed in them. What are they? The Kasano and Horyang have half of a devil that was split and put into them. Bomb has the devil to ignite the thorn that FUG found on the 2nd floor. Beta has multiple devils in him, but again, we know that there has to be a spirit in these ignition weapons, so where did the Black March spirit come from? We know that the first generation of princesses were killed. Is it possible that the spirits of the 13 months are the first generation of princesses? I just feel like we need this Black March backstory. There's so much that can be done with Black March as a character, even just as a voice inside Bomb's head. So yeah, I think that Black March is the one that I miss the most, because there are other characters that I miss, but I'm like, we're going to see him eventually. Like Leroro, we're going to see when we get into Wallhawk Song stuff. Or characters that, if they didn't show up again, I'd be fine with. Like Chunhwa, though I want to see Chunhwa again, but if he doesn't show up, it is what it is. But Black March, I really would be like, wow, that kind of sucks if Black March never shows up again. So yeah, that was my choice. Black March for this. And like I said, I will be doing a video directly after this with my own prompt, and I'm gonna tag everybody in that. I'm gonna leave everybody's links in the comments, so definitely go check out everyone else, because I'm sure that they'll have great answers. Again, tell me what your predictions were for my answers, maybe what your predictions are for everybody else. Yeah, I'm going to end it here though. Like I said, more Tower of God stuff coming today and tomorrow. Expect that video directly after this, and then expect the review tomorrow. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video. Comment down there to tell me who is the character that you miss the most. Subscribe for more Tower of God stuff. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you a link. It's free and open for anyone. I'm always happy to talk to any of you anywhere that you can reach me. Just try, and I will make my best attempt at answering everybody all the time. And support on Patreon if you want to help me to continue to make videos. But again, one last big thank you to Nya D Hemmingz. Again, like I said, links to all that's going to be in the comments. Thank you again, and I'll see you all next time.